Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk That Talk. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with Beyonce. So someone was on Twitter and they basically claimed that Beyonce is shooting the Break My Soul video in Harlem, New York. So somebody on Twitter claims to have footage of this. I don't know how accurate this is, but I know for sure I'm very curious to see what the video is going to look like. And there was also like rumors of fans pretty much just kind of being bored with the rollout of Beyonce's album and everything like that. I don't know. For me, I mean, you guys already know if you've been watching the videos that I've been posting the past week or so, you guys already know that the Break My Soul song really isn't for me. It's not really my thing. It's not something that I wanted to hear from Beyonce, but she does sound good on the song. But honestly, I guess since the last album she put out, Lemonade was like, that was which album was a surprise drop? Was it Lemonade? The Lemonade album was a surprise drop. And then we got the visuals with all the videos and stuff, which was really cool. So it's kind of, for me, it's kind of like, what else is Beyonce going to do that's really going to set herself apart and be different from what she did before? So, this time around, I know Beyonce values a good body of work and albums and stuff like that instead of because she did do an interview where she basically commented that a lot of artists are just putting out these single after single, and they're not really focused on a body of work anymore. So I think she's kind of giving us some old school tease right now. It's like she's just telling us in advance, album's coming on this date. This is my song, but the fact that she didn't have a video come out was really interesting. So it's just, I'm curious about what she's going to do, but I feel like she's just doing things that feels best to her, and she's got this all planned out and it's going to work out. So we just got to sit and wait. Now, let's talk about Young Miami and Quavo. So they were dancing on stage. They were doing a performance. They do have a song together. I think it's called Scrub the Ground that came out a minute ago. I think that was last year. So they were on stage and Young Miami was twerking on him. And I was pretty shocked because you don't really see Young Miami being flirtatious with other men out there, especially ever since like the Diddy rumors kind of came out and people kind of confirmed that they're a little thing. You don't really see Young Miami flirting with a lot of other guys. So that was pretty interesting. But what I also thought about wasn't Quavo rumored to have taken Chloe out on a date? Weren't they having a little something, but people kind of swept that under the rug because they were filming like a movie project together. So that's kind of interesting to me. But I personally think that Young Miami was having fun on stage. I think she wanted to get a little something out of the crowd for doing that. I don't think there's anything going on between Young Miami and Quavo at all. So moving on, Cardi B's song Hot-ish dropped to number 34 on Billboard Hot 100 charts from having the number 13 spot when it debuted on the charts. What will be Cardi B's next move? Because some people may really call this song a flop. I mean, she had Kanye and Lil Durk on it. She had a music video. I just think the hype towards Cardi B has dwindled down in the past year or two because of her inconsistency. Like, her songs are not coming out around the same time. Like, they're just too far apart. You know what I mean? So I think the hype is dying down. I mean, people still like Cardi B, but I don't know if they're really checking for her music anymore. So what do you think her next move is going to be? I personally, based on how this song performed, I don't see her dropping an album anytime soon, especially because she probably didn't get the results that she wanted from this song. And remember when she was talking about she wanted to hurry up and do the promo for this song so she can go get a surgery? So, like, has she already mentally checked out of music? Like, does she find, I don't know, like, does she get paid more doing other things or whatever? Has she checked out? I wonder what that's going to be for her. So now let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan's second album should actually be coming out pretty soon. So there was an interview done and it's posted on Billboard.com. So they reported that Megan is working on her second album and it should be coming out. It says sometime this summer, but I don't know. I just can't see it coming out sometime this summer. So she said that her album is about 95% done and she wants to be known as the best rapper, the coldest rapper. Do you guys think Megan Thee Stallion is going to be putting her album out this summer? I mean, it's already the end of July. Beyonce is about to drop. Nicki Minaj's single is coming. And honestly, like, she doesn't have like a huge banger out here. Like, Plan B did well, but not like crazy. You know, Sweetest Pie, that collab, I love that song. But does she have enough to have her second album drop, or is she just trying to push the music out? I don't know, to get out of her contract. I don't know. So we'll have to see how that goes for Megan. Now, let's get back to Beyonce, because I forgot to report on this, you guys. People are upset at Beyonce for having 72 writers credited on her new album, Renaissance. And they're basically saying that's way too many people to have credited on her album. And they feel like Beyonce should be writing her own songs. Now, we do know that Beyonce writes, okay? Even back to Destiny's Child days, we do know that Beyonce writes, okay? But let's just be clear here. Singers in general, they have writers. Like, people write songs for them and they sing them. They may add things to it, they may not. But it is very common for singers to have writers. Basically, rappers are expected to write their stuff, not singers. So I don't know why people are like giving her some backlash about this. If she has a lot of writers, if she's sampling stuff, let her credit these people and move on. Maybe she needed help. Some people do have writer's block, but she is a singer. People write songs for singers all the time. That is the norm. So people just need to chill out with that. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is Moneybagg Yo and Ari. Did they break up? So she's no longer following him on Instagram. I checked yesterday on the 24th, but he's still following her as of the 24th. So he has no pics of her on his Instagram. It seemed like he deleted a lot of stuff, and she barely has any of him on her page either. And then Ari tweeted a pretty emotional post on Twitter. Of course, I'll show you guys. So I wonder if they broke up behind the scenes. She did just have a birthday about almost 2 weeks ago. They were together. She received a lot of gifts and stuff like that. So I wonder what happened between them. And don't forget that there was a post, something coming out about them, about him, putting his hands on her allegedly. And then they kind of, said that wasn't true. She wasn't talking about him or anything like that. Hopefully that's not the case. But I wonder, did they call it quits? If they did, I'd probably feel like they're going to get back together. Just like how Jada and Lil Baby breaking up 24/7 and getting back together. But anyway, speaking of Jada and Lil Baby, let me just sneak this in and then we're going to wrap it up for today. Saweetie's performance, I played her latest performance for y'all where she had dropped a new song in the last video. But I didn't catch how she was talking about, I guess she spent $100K. I don't know if it was in the Chanel store. I feel like it was. $100K was spent on her in the Chanel store or whatever store, and she was hinting at the whole thing with her and Lil Baby, how he took her shopping. And remember, if you had saw Jada's interview, Jada said that she found out about Saweetie and Lil Baby being in the Chanel store, I believe it was Chanel store, from the sales associate in that store, because Jada's always in there, dropping a bag. So that's how she found out. So then Saweetie put that in her new song. She put a little verse. She hinted at it. So what is the point of mentioning that, Saweetie? I mean, this stuff happened months ago. I feel like, I don't know if Lil Baby and Jada are off or on, whatever. I don't know. But what is the point of bringing that up? And we have to add that people on TikTok, and because I was thinking this when I first saw this performance by Saweetie with this new song, it sounds a lot like Monaleo and Milli, their song We Not Humping. It sounded a lot like that song. So people are accusing Saweetie of biting off of them. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.